I'm Sky, and it may come as a surprise to you that I don't really look like this in real life. In fact, on multiple occasions, people have told me that I have a resting depressed face, which, to be fair, I don't think that in itself is that uncommon of a thing. I think the worst thing is my massive eye bags. And they're not the kind of eye bags that you get from, like, sleep deprivation. They're the kind that you get as a consequence from your own bone structure. So it doesn't matter how much I sleep or how many products I smother into my face, they will just always be there. And I've learnt to live with that by now. I've been through the whole insecure teen thing, and I've come out the other side feeling fairly enlightened, and I really just don't care. But you know, even if I don't care, whenever you point out an insecurity like that to friends, they're always like, no, they're not that bad. You know, sometimes they outright just deny their existence altogether. They're like, what eye bags? I don't see any eye bags. My best friend says this to me whenever I bring it up. But there's a fatal flaw in this answer of hers, being we have been friends since we were children. And the thing with children is that they have no filter. So I have a core memory of waiting for class one day when suddenly she just turns to look at me for a few seconds and then goes, you have eye bags. I don't think they're that bad. No, they're huge. Like, they're so noticeable. And now she has the audacity to tell me that I just don't have eye bags at all. Not even like small eye bags. They're just not there to her, apparently. Like, girl, it's a little late for that now. You already confirmed your true opinions of me 9 years ago. You can't just deny it now. I just don't understand why people try to pretend that insecurities like this just don't exist. I understand that they're trying to be nice, but like, do you think I don't own a mirror? Do you think I don't see my own reflection every day? Like, you can't just gaslight me into believing they're not there. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I think if a friend was like, oh, I'm really insecure about my, I don't know what like an equivalent would be, big forehead, I'd probably be like, no, you don't have a big forehead. So actually, now that I'm saying this out loud, yeah, maybe I do understand, actually. The other component that adds to my overall downcast appearance is the fact that I'm pretty pale, but in like a sickly kind of way. I have a low blood pressure, and I'm a bit of a fainter. And so without makeup, most of the time, I just kind of look like I've recently escaped from a graveyard. The eye bags don't really help with this either. And so all of these things kind of come together to paint me as looking like a pretty miserable person. Which is kind of sad, because while yes, I've had my fair share of ups and downs, overall I'd say I'm a fairly optimistic person. Most of the time. Like, I like to play things up for a joke, but like, internally I think I'm pretty optimistic. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Sky, everyone has insecurities, but everyone's too worried about their own problems to be worried about you. How the f did you get in here? And like, generally, I would agree with that. Especially like now in my current age, I think no one cares. But in my specific case, I actually have quite a lot of proof to back up that this is actually something that a fair few other people do pick up on. You know, back in secondary school, right? Most people have like normal rumors about them. Okay, maybe not most people. Maybe most people don't have rumors about them. But like the rumors that go around are like, someone peed their pants. I don't know. I don't know what people make up rumors about. I don't flipping know. I had a rumor. The only rumor that ever went around about me was that I was depressed. Which is crazy because first of all, I was not depressed. I mean, I didn't really have any friends at the time. I mean, I had a couple, but like I was generally like pretty much a loner. I know, the girl with the animation YouTube channel was a loner during secondary school. What a shocker. So I think there was that and like the fact that I look the way that I do. But genuinely, I had kids come up to me and be like, they wouldn't even say hi. They'd just go, are you depressed? Which, firstly, don't do that. Don't do that. That's just kind of weird and a little bit demeaning. Especially if I was depressed. Like, can you imagine? It's crazy. I don't really have a second point. Really just that first one, really. Moving on to a story a little more recent. A few weeks ago, a guy came into the store that I work at, and I'm just stocking shelves, and while he passes by me, he goes, completely unprompted, may I add, cheer up, sweetheart. it's not so bad. So I didn't say anything, because, I mean, what are you really supposed to say in response to that? So I just continue doing what I'm doing, and I just shrug it off and I don't think about it. Not 1 hour goes by, and this guy comes back to the store. I guess he thought something, I don't know, and I don't care. But at this point I'm now on the till, and he comes up to pay, and I swear to God, he opens his mouth and goes, "Don't be so miserable, darling. Your job isn't that hard." He says the same thing again! I mean, he upgraded the pet name and worded it a little differently, I guess, but did you think, man, she didn't react the first time, but surely second time's the charm, right? Like, dude, get out of the store. What are you doing? Can you not see that you're embarrassing yourself right now? Go home. But I didn't say any of that because I like my job. Wait, no. That's not right. I didn't say any of that though because I like having money and being employed. Also, I hate confrontation, so I just generally let people walk all over me, honestly. But at this point, it had been a pretty long shift, and I was a little bit fed up. So I just looked him in the eye and said, "I'm not miserable. My face just looks like this." In like a really deadpan voice. And he didn't say anything to me ever again. At least he didn't for the end of that interaction. I'm a little face blind, so I actually have no idea if he ever came back to the store again. I mean, he probably did, but I never recognized him. People always say that must be like a nice thing about being face blind. If someone upsets you, you'll just never recognize them again. So it must be like sort of nice, because it's like they don't exist anymore. But honestly, it just makes me kind of anxious, because it's like, what if I'm like talking to someone that I've said something stupid to in the past? We're getting off topic. I'm not that face blind, by the way. I'm just a little incy-wincy bit face blind. Anyway, why did my script just end here? I didn't write the end of my script. What is wrong with me? I vividly remember ending this script, by the way. Yet, it's not here. Well, that is the story of my face. I think I've been pretty, like, what's the word? Self-depreciating about it during this video, and I just want to be clear that I'm, like, pretty happy with the way I look. Like, definitely during my teens, it was something that I was self-conscious about, especially my eye bags. Oh my god. But at some point after a while, I realized that it just doesn't matter to me that much anymore. I think that's probably just part of growing up. Also, crazy discovery. Going outside actually helps a whole lot with the looking like a corpse thing. I find I look a lot less corpse-like these days, and I'm pretty sure that's because I go out for walks in the sunlight every day. Anyways, that's it for this video. But before you go anywhere, I'd just like to say that I'm starting a Patreon. So, if you like my videos and you want to help me make more of them, you can support me there. Obviously, no pressure or anything, you don't have to. But if you want to, it'll be linked below. I'll mostly be making behind the scenes videos, and if everything has gone according to plan, there should be a behind the scenes for both this video and my last one up right now, or in the next couple days. So please check that out if that sounds interesting to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.